Hey, this is Tiqqle, and this is the Too Long Didn't Read Spires of Ascension Mythic Guide. We're going to be showing you each of the boss fights and the trash mobs you need to be aware of. You can go to our Google Doc and copy and paste the strategies into the chat for your teammates. And if you have any feedback, hit me up on Twitter, on stream every day, or on the Discord. All links below. Let's jump into it. Number one, you need to watch out for the Forsworn Goliaths. They will cast Rebellious Fist. This needs to be interrupted, or else it will do massive group damage. First boss, the tank needs to be facing the boss away as it does a frontal cleave. Then you want to tank the ad and the boss close to each other to be able to allow for some cleave damage. Double dotting is encouraged. You want to kill both the pet and the master at close at the same time so that they don't get enraged. And during the air phase, you want to spread out because you don't want the charged spear to do cleave damage on your group. Otherwise, you want to watch out for the black orbs that will be shooting across the map. You want to interrupt Dark Lance. On to the second boss. You want to tank this boss around in a big circle around the room because every time he does a dash, he'll drop something that will then shoot out black swirling orbs, which you'll then need to avoid. To avoid this is just by tanking in a big circle, dragging the boss around every time he drops a Shadow Whirl. You want to avoid Blinding Flash, which is a frontal cone damage, which will stun even the tank for 3 seconds, so avoid that. And otherwise, just DPS the boss down and watch out for the bleed damage that he will be putting out onto random people as he's dashing towards them. On to the third boss. The third boss, you want to spread out for this as well. He'll be targeting individual people with a charged attack, which will do a lot of damage, but he'll also be targeting everyone in the room, which you'll have to move out of a big puddle on the ground. You want to be kind of organizing these puddles so you can drag the boss away and keeping the room kind of clear, but you also want to be focusing the boss down during his drained period. Once he is drained, he will take 100% increased damage. After that, orbs will spawn and start drifting towards the boss. These need to be soaked by individual people in the group. The healer needs to be focusing on dispels and heavy heals during charge stomp. For the last boss, for phase 1, the tank needs to tank the boss near the gold bubble while the rest of the group is pretty much inside of the gold bubble, but needs to watch out for the charge. The boss will target one player and then charge them. You need to be careful that you're not getting hit with that charge. Secondly, the boss will use abyssal detonation. At this point, everyone in the group, including the tank, need to be inside that gold bubble or else you will die. In phase 2, the boss will fly up into the air and spawn orbs across the room. Those orbs need to be picked up by running over them and then running them back into the center of the room, which will charge a spear. That spear can then be right-clicked, and then you can aim at the boss and then use the ability, which will bring down the boss back to the platform and resuming phase 1. The healer need to be dispelling lingering doubt pretty much on cooldown, and watch out for dispels throughout the entire fight as there's a lot of stacking debuffs. And that's the Mythic Guide for Spires of Ascension. Very quick. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything else that we should be aware of, and definitely check out the other TLDR guides in the description. Make sure to come by stream every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and thank you to the Patreons and the subs for making this possible. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Have a good one.